never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Yankees The Ugly Truth. I'm Ken, and we will be doing the live play-by-play of the Sacramento A's facing off against the New York Yankees in tonight's Game 1 of the series matchup. This is our fourth series on the season. Yankees having won 3 of them, so we're hoping for great things in this series. And I want to thank everybody for taking time to hop in and listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is always appreciated. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take this second to vote in our active poll this evening. Poll is, will Cam Schlittler with Cam Schlittler making his 3rd start of the season, how many A's will he strike out tonight? We are just a few minutes before game time, and I'm going to go over the lineups right quick. Leading off and playing first base is going to be Nick Kurtz. In the 2-hole will be Shea Langoliers behind the dish. Tyler Soderstrom will be in left field, hitting out of the 3-hole. Cleaning up and DHing is going to be Brent Rooker. Justin Wilson will be hitting out of the 5-hole, playing shortstop. Butler will be in right field, hitting in the 6-hole. Muncy will be at third base, hitting in the 7-hole. Former Met Jeff McNeil will be hitting in the 8-hole, playing second base. And Clark will be in center field. On the bump is going to be Savelli. For our New York Yankees, leading off and playing center field will be Trent Grisham. In the 2-hole, playing right field, our captain, Aaron Judge. In the 3-hole, Cody Bellinger, playing left field. Cleaning up and playing first base is going to be Ben Rice. In the 5-hole is going to be our DH, Giancarlo Stanton. In the 6-hole is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., playing second base. Change in the lineup. Tonight, Ahmed Rosario will be taking the lead at third base, hitting in the 7-hole. Behind the dish is going to be Austin Wells, hitting out of the 8-hole. And bringing up the rear is going to be our shortstop, Jose Caviero. And on the mound is going to be young fireballing starter, Cam Schlittler, making his 3rd start of the season. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. This Sacramento A's lineup has a lot of fantastic young players that combine contact with speed. It'll be interesting to see how they may match up against a pitcher like Cam this evening. Doesn't tend to get hit hard and is a fantastic ball player. The offense isn't firing on all cylinders yet. However, the pitching has been ruling the day for the Yankees. Some of the things to note for the starting pitching and the bullpen is that the team ERA is a 2.35, and they are second in the major leagues. They've only given up 2 home runs, which has been an Achilles heel in the past for our Yankees, and they are first in the major leagues. The team's WHIP is a 1.01, which is outstanding, and they are third in the major leagues. And the batting average for opponents against our pitchers is a low 201, 50 points below league average. So needless to say, our starting pitchers are getting it done, and our bullpen is supporting, as should be. Cam Schlittler is on the mound, getting the last of his warm-ups. And first pitch is right around the corner. How are we feeling about tonight's game? I see a bunch of you here. I haven't seen anybody chime in yet. So drop a hey and let us know who you are so I can acknowledge you being here for the game, because I definitely appreciate your support. With regard to baseball schedules, I will not be calling tomorrow night's play-by-play. It is I'm going to be at my league bowling. So hence, hop over to YankeeMania with Joe, and they will be calling the game tomorrow evening. I will be back on Thursday to call the rubber match of the series, hopefully the sweeping game of the series. So hence, and the Yankees are taking the field right now. It is extremely cold in the Bronx this evening compared to the dorm that we've been seeing. So we shall see how this game rolls out. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for taking time to sit back and listen to a little baseball, because your support is most appreciated. We are just a couple of minutes before first pitch. How are we feeling about this evening's game? On the season, Cam Schlittler has a 2-0 record with a 0 ERA. He has pitched 11.2 innings, and hitters are only hitting a .079 against him. Needless to say, Cam is handling business. And the broadcast is going over the Yankees defensive alignment. Wells behind the dish, Rice at first, Chisholm at second, Caballero at short, Rosario at third, Bellinger in left, Grisham in center, and Judge in right. And as I said before, Schlittler is on the bump. Bruce Dreckman is the home plate umpire. He's in his 25th season, and he is considered more of a hitter-friendly umpire. And sticking up to the bat is Nick Kurtz. He's hitting 148 on the season, no homers, no RBIs, at a 546 OPS. And Cam is ready. He sets, and the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is, actually it's a cutter up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And Schlittler sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a cutter inside. Count is 2-0 on Kurtz. And in the background, you can hear the stadium doing roll call for the Yankees. Schlittler sets. Eddie fires, and that 97-mile-an-hour fastball is going to be just inside. Count is 3-0 on Kurtz. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a 98-mile-an-hour fastball right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 3-1 on Kurtz. And Schlittler sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is now full, 3-2. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 3. The Kurtz is down looking, the first out of the game. Coming up to bat is Shea Langoliers, hitting .306 on the season, 5 home runs, 8 RBIs, and a 1081 OPS. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is swung through and missed. 97-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the inside corner. Top of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Understood, sis. Safe travels. I've already wished Dylan a happy birthday, so. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 3. And Langoliers is down looking. That is the second out of the inning and the second strikeout for Schlittler. Hey, Evan, welcome to the stream, my brother, from a different mother. Coming up to bat is Tyler Soderstrom. And Schlittler sets, and the first pitch is on the way, and that sinker is in there for call. Strike 1. Soderstrom is hitting .212 on the season, no homers, 6 RBIs, and a 649 OPS. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the inside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets and fires. That pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets, and the pitch is on the way. That curveball is just a bit low. Count is 2-2. And Schlittler sets and fires, and that ball is guide to center field. Grisham is drifting to his left. And he is going to make the play for the third out of the inning. So that is a 1-2-3 inning. Cam only threw 14 pitches to make it through. Coming up in our half of the first, going to be Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. I want to thank everybody for hopping in and watching a little bit of baseball. Your support is most appreciated. If you haven't, please let your vote be known and your voice heard. Take this quick second to answer our active poll for tonight's game. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. You have QR codes in your upper left and right-hand corners of the screen. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. All you have to do is take your cell phone out, put it in camera mode, flash it in front of the channel that you choose to subscribe to. A hyperlink should appear, and all you have to do is hit subscribe. If you do so, I recommend that you ring the bell and hit notifications so that you will know every time that we are live and not Memorex. Cam was very efficient in that first inning. 2 strikeouts, only 14 pitches. The impressive top of the first for Cam. And Aaron Savelli sets, and the first pitch is on the way. And it is just off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Grisham. And Savelli sets and fires. And that ball is bounced to the first baseman, Kurtz. Kurtz is going to take it himself and step on the bag for the first out of the inning. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And the first pitch is on the way, and the curveball is up high to the captain. Count is 1-0. Judge is hitting .250 on the season with 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is going to paint the outside corner. The count is 1-1. And Savelli sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a curveball down low. Count is 2-1 on the captain. And Savelli sets, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is even, Dad. Deuce. What color is your goose? And Savelli sets and fires, and this ball is tipped into the glove of Langoliers for strike 3, and that is going to do it for the captain. That is the second out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Looks like the umpires have some issues with their communications gear. We're going to take this. Okay. New York is challenging the foul tip in Judge's thing for catcher's interference. And that replay shows that it hit the glove of Langoliers. So that is going to take away the out. Judge is going to be at first base. So the Yankees retain the challenge, and Cody Bellinger is coming up. 267 on the season, 1 homer, 3 RBIs, and an 892 OPS. Savelli sets, and he fires, and that pitch is called down low. And Savelli sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that sinker is down low. Count is 2-0 on Belly. Savelli sets. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings and misses. Count is 2-1 on Cody. And Savelli sets. And he fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Bellinger. And Savelli sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is now full on Bellinger. And there is a pickoff attempt at first. The captain is back in head first, safe. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. It's called ball 4, but the catcher is challenging it. And the challenge is call is overturned, and that is call strike 3. Bellinger is retired on strikes. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. And Savelli sets, fires, and the first pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0 on Big Ben. Rice is hitting .370 on the season, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a 1380 OPS. And Savelli sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 2-0 on Rice. And Rice calls timeout. Rice is back in the box. And Savelli sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low and inside. Count is now 3-0 on Big Ben. Savelli sets and fires, and that pitch is up and out of the strike zone. So that is a 4-pitch walk. And Rice takes first base. Judge advances to second. Coming up to bat is the DH, big Giancarlo Stanton's. Stanton looks like he's in warrior mode already. Savelli sets, Eddie fires, and that cutter catches the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Big G. And Savelli sets, and he fires. The pitch is fouled off down the third base line. Count is 0-2. And Savelli sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings at a pitch off the plate for call. Strike three. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the first. So the Yankees have no runs, no hits, and an error on the catcher. That's going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the first. Coming up to bat is going to be Brent Rooker, Justin Wilson, and Butler. Not the most of exciting innings for the Yankees in the bottom of the first, but they did get his pitch count up a little bit. The Yankees are doing what they do, taking walks, getting base runners on, and giving themselves the opportunity to bring runs in. Just didn't happen to do it this half of the inning. For those of you that are here, if you haven't said hey, drop a comment so we can acknowledge you. Also, if you haven't, please take this moment to participate in our active poll. Drop your vote. Let us know what you think. How many strikeouts will Schlittler have tonight? Thus far, we have 6 votes. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. To make it easy for you, we have the QR codes in the upper left and right hand corners. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. And Schlittler sets, and the first pitch is on the way, and Rooker swings and misses. Count is 0-1. Rooker is hitting 176 on the season, 2 homers, 7 RBIs, and a 609 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and it is broken bat grounder to Jose Caballero. He fires across the diamond to Ben Rice to record the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Justin Wilson. Actually, Jacob Wilson. I screwed that one up. Sorry. Wilson has hit 236 7 on the season. No home runs, 3 RBIs, and a 553 OPS. And Cam sets. First pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Wilson. And Schlittler sets and fires, and that cutter is up high. Count is even at 1-1. And Schlittler sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and tipped into the glove of Wells. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets, and he is being charged with a pitch clock violation. So the count is going to go to 2-2 on Wilson. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the first base line. Count is going to remain even at 2-2. And the 1-2 is on the way, and this is chop foul down the first base line. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is going to run to 3-2. Actually, 2-2. Excuse me. Schlittler sets and fires, and the cutter is up high. Count is now 3-2. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call, strike three. So Wilson is down looking. He gone. So grab some bench, brothers, because you're out of there. Coming up to bat is Butler. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Butler's hitting 200 on the season, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, and a 591 OPS. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is up high. Count is 1-1. That rang in at 98 miles an hour. And Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch check swinged, and it is considered upheld. The count is 2-1 on Butler now. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is even at deuce, deuce. Littler sets and fires, and that four-seamer is just a bit high. Count is now 3-2. And Schlittler sets and fires, and the ball is lined to left field. Bellinger is tracking it, and he is going to make the play for the third out. That is going to do it for the for the Athletics in the top of the second. Coming up in the bottom of two is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Ahmed Rosario, and Austin Wells. Hey, Schiff, what is cooking? How you doing? If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. There's a QR code in your upper left and right-hand corners. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is The Ugly Truth. I want to thank everybody for taking time to hop in and listen to a little bit of baseball on your busy Tuesday evening. Support is always appreciated. Littler has been pretty efficient in this game. You can tell the cold is affecting some of his breaking pitches because he is just not on top of it yet. How we feeling about the game? How we feeling about what we're seeing so far? If you haven't, please take this moment to drop your vote in our active poll. And Kurt sets. First pitch is going to paint the outside portion of the plate for call strike one. Jazz is hitting 194 on the season with no home runs, 3 RBIs, and a 515 OPS. Next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1 on Jazz. Savelli sets, pitch is on the way, and the sinker is going to catch the top of the strike zone for call strike two. Count is 1-2. And Savelli sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings through it. Foul tips it into the glove of the catcher. For that is going to be strike three. That's Savelli's third strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario, third baseman of the night. Savelli sets, pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered into left field, and this one is going, and gone. That one is out of here. Home run for Ahmed Rosario. That is Rosario's first home run of the season. That went 399 feet and traveled at 105.1 miles an hour. So the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. And Savali sets and he fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is 1-0. And Savali sets. Pitch is on the way, and he's going to catch the bottom of the strike zone with a four-seamer. Call strike one. Count is even at 1-1. Wells is hitting 167 on the season. No home runs, no RBIs, and a 452 OPS. Savali sets, and he fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is 2-1. Savali sets, and he fires, and the fastball is foul straight back. Count is evened at 2-2. Savali sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now full on Austin, 3-2. Wells takes time out. Savali sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So Wells is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. First pitch is out of the way, and it is going to, Cutter's going to catch the top of the strike zone for call strike one. Count is 0-1 on Cabby. Savali sets, and he fires. The pitch is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way. And it is call strike 2. I think that ball was off the plate, but Caballero is not going to challenge it. Count is 1-2 and Cabby. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. What color is your goose? And Savali sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a swing and a miss for Caballero. That is Savali's 4th strikeout. That pitch was definitely out of the strike zone, so I don't know what the hell Cabby's chasing. Coming up to bat is the leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. For those of you just hopping into the stream, the Yankees have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second. There is a runner at second, or at first, with 2 outs. And that ball is sky down the line. Muncy is chasing after it, and he is going to whiff on it. That's going to drop in for a foul ball. Count his own 1 on Grish. And that one's not going to be an error. It's just going to be a foul ball. And Savali sets and he fires, and the pitch is inside for ball 1. Count is 1-1. Grisham is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. Savali sets, fires, and that curveball is up high. Count is 2-1 on Grishbaum. And the pitch is on the way, and that cutter is up out of the strike zone. Count is 3-1 on Grisham. Grisham steps out of the box. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. Yep, you are absolutely right. Rosario went yard. And the pitch is on the way, and this ball is skied to center field. Clark is tracing it, and he makes the play for the third out. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the second, but not before they score a run on a solo shot homer by Ahmed Rosario. For those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you haven't, take this second to vote in our active poll. And please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing. We have QR codes in the upper left and right-hand corners of the stream. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is The Ugly Truth. Make it a little bit easier for you. So how are we feeling about the game this evening? For those of you that are watching in the background, if you haven't, please say hey so I can acknowledge you being here. I appreciate your support, coming out and listening to a little bit of baseball on your busy Tuesday evening. And Nancy is feeling very optimistic. Guess what? I am too. And Schlittler sets and fires, and the first pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Muncy. Muncy's hitting .314 on the season, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and a .905 OPS. Schlittler sets, and the pitch is on the way. It is just a bit high. Count is 1-1. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2.
I just called up. No, he said he wanted to stay.
Schlittler sets and fires, and the ball is chopped down the third base line. Rosario is going to field it and sit on it. No play at first. So that is an infield hit. And Muncy takes his lead on the bag. Schlittler checks on him, and the first pitch is on the way. It is down low. Hitter is Jeff McNeil. McNeil is hitting 174 on the season, 0 home runs, 1 RBI, and a 443 OPS. Schlittler sets and fires, and this ball is lined into right field. The captain is going to field it, and Muncy is going to stop at second. So the A's have runners at first and second with nobody on. Coming up to bat is Clark. Clark is hitting 190 on the season, no homers, 2 RBIs, and a 451 OPS. And Schlittler disengages and chases the runner back to second. Pitch is on the way. The batter is showing bunt, and it is foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Schlittler sets, and butt is shown, and it is fouled down the third base line. Count is 0-2. And the base runners take a lead. Schlittler sets. And he makes a pickoff attempt at second. Muncy is back in head first, safe. Schlittler sets and fires, and the fastball is up high. Butler was showing bunt, or Clark was showing bunt. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is bunted down the third base line. Rosario charges and fires to Rice at first for the out. That is a sacrifice bunt. Runners are going to advance to second and third. Nick Kurtz is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. So we are in the top of the third. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. A's have runners at second and third with 1 out. Nick Kurtz is coming up to bat. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Yankees are actually playing at normal depth. Schlittler sets and fires, and the fastball is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Cam's working a little bit fast tonight. He's got the ball back. He's setting, and he fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. Schlittler sets and fires, and that fastball is way off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Schlittler sets, and this ball is driven into right center field. It's going to drop in between Judge and Grisham. It's going to get to the wall, and Muncie's going to score. McNeil is going to score, and that is a 2-run double for Kurtz. The A's have a 2-1 lead on the Yankees, and those are Cam's first 2 runs allowed on the season. And Langoliers is coming up to bat. He is 0-1 for the night with the strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one, right down the heart of Broadway. And the pitch is on the way, and that is called strike two. Count is 0-2 on Langoliers quickly. Cam is now at 48 pitches on the game. Lillard checks on the runner, sets and fires, and this pitch is tapped down the third base line weakly. That is a broken bat, so Langoliers is going to head to the dugout and pick up a new piece of lumber. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. Cam's fourth strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Soderstrom. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Soderstrom flew out in his first at-bat. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike two. It was a 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Count is 0-2. Schlittler sets and he fires, and the curveball is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul down the left side. Count is going to remain 1-2. Schlittler sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled off to the left side once again. Count remains 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is driven down the first base line past a diving Rice. It's going to get pinned on the wall, and Kurtz is going to score easily, and that is going to be a double for Soderstrom. So the A's have now taken a 3-1 lead on the Yankees. Brent Rooker, the DH, is coming up to bat. Conference is over with. Brent Rooker is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. Schlittler checks on the runner at second, brings the pitch in, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is bounced to Rosario. Rosario fires across the diamond to Rice, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the A's in the top of the third, but not before they score 3 runs to take a 3-1 lead on the Yankees. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is going to be the captain, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Big Ben Rice. 2, 3, and 4. So certainly not the way that we wanted our inning to end. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. To make it easy for you, we've put a QR code in the upper left and right-hand corners of the screen. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is The Ugly Truth. Please consider subscribing. I want to thank everybody for taking time to hop into our stream to listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is always appreciated. At this time, we have 10 votes in our active polls. I'd like to see a little bit more activity there. Well, well, well. And Savali sets, and the first pitch is a slider that catches the outside corner. Judge reached base in his first appearance on catcher's interference. Count is 0-1. Savali sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off into the right side of the field. Count is 0-2 on the captain. And in traditional fashion, Judge takes timeout with 2 strikes. He's not picking up a rock to throw it to the side this time. Savali sets and fires, and this ball is lofted into shallow center field. McNeil is backing up and is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat on is Cody Bellinger, 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first. Overturned call via the ABS. Savali sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is a 4-seamer up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0 on Belly. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a high fly ball to right field. Butler is tracking it, and he's going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Big Bed Rice. Rice doesn't have an official at bat. He walked at his first plate appearance. And Savelli sets and fires, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Rice. And Savali sets, fires, and the pitch is just up high. Count is 1-1. And Savali sets and fires, and the pitch is called ball 2. Langoliers is challenging it. And the pitch is overturned, and it is a strike, so the count is 1-2 on Rice. And the 1-2 is on the way. The curveball is down low in the dirt. Count is even at deuce. Langolier sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is foul down the left field line. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Savali sets, and he fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is now full, 3-2 on Big Bed. And Savali sets, pitch is on the way, and that curveball is down low. That is ball 4, so Rice is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Yankees have a runner at first with 2 outs. from the bottom of the third, and the A's have a 3-1 lead on the Yankees. Coming up to bat is big Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 on the evening with a strikeout. Savali sets and he steps off. First disengagement for Rice. Savali sets and he fires, and that slider is in the dirt. Count is 1-0 on Big G. Is it time for a G bomb? Tie this one up. And Savali sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul down the right field line. Count is going to go to 1-1. Savali sets and fires, and that sinker is outside. Count is 2-1 on Big G. Savali sets and he fires, and the cutter catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. And Savali sets and he makes a pickoff attempt at first. Rice is back in there safe. So the count is 2-2 on Stanton. Savali is back on the mound. Pitch is on the way. 2-2 is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 2-2. Coming up to the sixth pitch of the at bat. The volley sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is foul down the right field line. It's going to make the stands. Count is still 2-2. The volley sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Not deep enough. Clark is chasing it down, and he is going to put it away for the third out. The Yankees are going to strand a runner in the bottom of the third. Coming up to bat in the top of the fourth is going to be Wilson, Butler, and Muncy. I want to welcome everybody here that is popped in on our play-by-play for tonight's Athletics versus the Yankees. Your support is most appreciated. If you haven't, please take a second to drop a vote in our active poll. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We have QR codes in your upper left and right hand corners to make it easy for you. Hardcore Sports is left. The Ugly Truth is the right. So how are we feeling about the game so far, guys and gals that are out there in internet land? Cat is awfully quiet tonight. You guys got nothing to say? And we are back to the game. Littler sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Wilson. Wilson's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And Littler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is chopped down the first base line. Bryce is going to field it and flip it to Schlittler for the first out of the inning. Lawrence Butler is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a line out. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0 on Butler. Schlittler sets and fires, and the cutter is in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Schlittler sets and fires, and that fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike three. And Butler is challenging it. And the pitch is overturned. That is 0.2 of an inch off the plate. So the count is now full, 3-2. Hey, Jason, welcome to the stream. Hit the like button if you haven't. Share the channel out. Schlittler sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. That is strike three. No challenge in that swing and miss. So that is the second out. Coming up to bat is Muncie. 1 for 1 on the night. And the pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Caballero. Caballero fields and fires to Rice for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the A's in the top of 4. Coming up in the bottom of 4 is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Ahmed Rosario, and Austin Wells. For those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. To make it easy for you, we've provided QR codes in the upper left and right-hand corners. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. And if you haven't, please take this moment to have your vote counted in our active poll. Poll is, with Cam Schlittler making his third start of the season, how many A's will he strike out tonight? We have 10 votes in our active poll, so take this time to let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Chat's pretty quiet. How we feeling about the game tonight? Thus far, Savali has thrown 61 pitches on the night in his 3 innings of work. He has 4 strikeouts and given up an earned run. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 1 on the night, strikeout in his first plate appearance. And Savali sets, and the first pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Jazz. Hey, Landon, welcome to the stream. If you haven't, Landon, hit the like button and share the channel out. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball is out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz bounces this one to McNeil. McNeil slides, bounces up, and fires to Kurtz for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a solo shot home run in his first at bat. And Rosario is up to bat. The first pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Savali sets, and he fires, and the next pitch is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Abed. Kirk sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. That's going to be a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Ahmed. You're out of here. 3-pitch strikeout. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. Wells does not have an official at bat this evening. He walked in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch is on the way, and this is foul straight back. Count is 0-1 on Wells. And the pitch is on the way, and that curveball is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Savali sets, and he fires, and the 4-seamer is up high. Count is 2-1 on Wells. Kurt sets, and he fires, and that curveball is in there for call. Strike 2, so the count is evened up at 2-2. And the pitch is all the way, and this one is fouled on the third base slide. Count remains 2-2 on Wells. Savali is at 72 pitches on the game. Savali sets and fires, and the foul pitch is fouled off. Count remains deuce, deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and it is called strike three. Wells is challenging it. I think he's going to lose this one. And it's going to be confirmed that it was a strike. So the Yankees are going to lose their first challenge. And that is the third out of the inning. So coming up to bat in the top of the fifth is going to be McNeil, Clark, and Kurtz. I'm going to step away from the mic for just a half a sec. I'll be right back. So the game is going by pretty quickly. Let's hope that our Yankees can break out of this funk and start doing some hitting. We are at the top of the fifth. The A's have a 3-1 lead on the Yankees. Coming up to bat is McNeil, Clark, and Kurtz. And there is a new subscriber to the Yankees The Ugly Truth family. I don't know who you are, but thank you very much. Appreciate the support. And for those of you that are here watching, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And if you haven't, please drop your vote for tonight's active poll. And coming up to bat is Jeff McNeil, one for one on the day with a hit and a run scored. Slittler sets and fires, and the first pitch is up and in. Count is 1-0 on McNeil. McNeil sets, or Slittler sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 2-1. Slittler sets and fires, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined into center field. So McNeil is going to be at first base with nobody out. And the Yankees have a couple of arms warming up in the bullpen. Jake Bird, one of them. I'm not sure who the other one is. Coming up to bat is Clark, and the Clark shows bunt, bunts the ball down the first base line, foul. Clark does not have an official at bat this evening. He had a sacrifice bunt in his first plate appearance. And Slitler sets and fires. That pitch is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Slitler sets and he fires, and that sinker is down low. Count is 1-2. And Clark was showing bunt with a 2-strike count. Slitler sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that's Cam's 6th strikeout of the night. Hi, Natalie. Welcome to the stream. Nick Kurtz is coming up to bat. He had a 2-run double. Ball is ground to Jazz. Jazz flips a Caballero. Relay to Rice is not in time. So they're going to take the runner out at second. Jay Langoliers is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Slitler's at 78 pitches. And Slitler sets, and he fires. The pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul, tipped into the glove of Wells. Count is 1-2. Slitler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that pitch is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. And Slitler sets. It fires, and that cutter is up out of the strike zone. You could tell that he has not got a feel for those off-speed pitches, way out up high. And there's a pickoff attempt at first. Ball's going to squirt away from Rice. Kurtz is back in there head first. Littler sets and fires, and this ball is lined sharply down the right field line. Count remains 2-2. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Littler is now at 83 pitches, so this is possibly his last hitter. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for Langoliers, his 3rd strikeout of the night, so he has a hat trick. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate you hitting the like button. And for those of you that are here, please consider hitting the like, or please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. Your support is most appreciated. And Slitler had his 7th strikeout of the night, and he is coming out of the game. So I'm going to end the poll, the active poll right now. And Schlittler having 7+ strikeouts. 31% of you were correct. So congratulations to those who were right in the poll. We will start another active poll. And the poll should be showing up for you right now. Will the Yankees come back and take the game tonight? Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Jose Caballero, Trent Grisham, and the captain. And the first pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed for strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Cabby. Caballero is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And Savali sets, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Caballero drives this one into right center field. It's going to make the wall. Or left center field. Cabby is rounding first, heading to second, and he is going to be in there with a stand-up double. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 0 for 2 on the night. Kansas, John. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Grisham is 0 for 2 on the night with a fly out and a ground out. And the pitch is on the way, and this is an elevator shaft home run. And Wilson is backing up and is going to make the play in shallow center field. Caballero is going to have to stay put, and that is the first out of the day. Not a productive out for damn sure. Love you too, Natalie. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. Judge is 0 for 1 on the night. He had a pop out and reached in his first appearance on catcher's interference. Savali sets and he fires, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on the captain. Savali makes a pickoff attempt, and Caballero is in there safely diving back. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there. Call strike one, and judge is challenging. And that is going to be overturned. That is a ball. So the count is 2-0 on the captain. Savali sets and fires, and that curveball is right down the heart of Broadway for call strike one. Count is now 2-1 on the captain. Savali sets, pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on the captain. Situational hitting. Let's go. Yeah, John, you're right. That was a good eye. And Savali sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So the captain is stripping his gear off and heading to first. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. We're in the bottom of the 5th. The A's have a 3-1 lead on the Yankees. Yankees have runners at first and second with 1 out. Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. He has a strikeout and a flyout on the night. And it looks like Sterner is warming up in the bullpen for the A's. They have a mound visit. So how we feeling? Right now, we have 8 votes at our active poll. And there are more of you out there. So take this time while we're at a mound visit to drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And Langoliers makes a pickoff attempt at second. Nobody was there. Wilson catches it. And Savali sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul off of Bellinger's leg. He's laying on the ground. And Belly's back in the box. Savelli sits. And this ball is grounded to McNeil. McNeil can only go to first base. Runners are going to be at second and third with 2 outs, and Big Ben Rice coming up to bat. He does not have an official at bat this evening. He has got 2 walks. Looks like Jake Bird will be coming in. He is continuing to throw in the pen. And the first pitch to Rice is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. All right, Rice, Big Ben. A little bit of bingo, baby. You don't have to drive it out of the park. Just a line drive. The volley sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is skied to left field. And the catch is made by Soderstrom, and that is going to do it for the Yankees. At the end of 5. Coming up in the top of the 6th is going Strom, Rooker, and Wilson. And anticipate that Jake Bird will be coming into the game. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take this moment to drop your vote. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is always appreciated. We have had 1 subscriber this evening, and I want to thank that person, whoever he or she may be. So with Schlittler out of the game, the only thing he can get is a loss. So let's hope the Yankees bring it back so that this young lad has a clean record going into his 4th start of the season. And injury report news. Alejandro Kirk, Yankee killer for the Blue Jays, underwent surgery on his thumb today, expected to miss 6 weeks. And Bird sets. First pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike 1 on Soderstrom. Count is 0-1. Soderstrom is 1 for 2 on the night with a double and an RBI. And Bird sets and fires, and the pitch is lined into right field. Judge is going to feel the ball off the wall, and that is a long single for Soderstrom. Coming up to bat is Brent Rooker, 0 for 2 on the night. And Bird sets, and the pitch is a sweeper inside. Count is 1-0 on Rooker. Rooker is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of groundouts. Bird sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a sweeper in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Bird sets and he fires, and that sweeper is up high. Count is 2-1. Bird sets and he fires, and the curveball catches the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is evened at 2-2. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. So you are out of here. Grab some Brents, brother, because you are down on strikes. Coming up to bat is Jacob Wilson, 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. Bird sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on Wilson. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Wilson. Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a towering fly ball to shallow center field. And Judge is closing in it and makes the play for the second out. Looks like we have a mound visit going on. And Brett Hedrick is coming in to face Butler. There is a runner on first with 2 outs, and we are going to have a pitching change. Butler is the right fielder, left-handed hitter. 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. So we'll see what the Yankee Phenom has to say about this inning. How are we feeling about the game, guys and gals? We only have 8 votes in our active polls. There are certainly more of you here. Please take this minute to let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Your support is always appreciated. For those of you here in the chat, how you feeling? How you living? How you doing? What do you think about the game? John, you're pretty busy usually in the chat. I haven't heard a lot from you tonight. And Hedrick sets, and the first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the check swing is confirmed that it was a ball. And the pitch is on the way. The runner goes, and that is thrown into center field. Soderstrom is going to get up and head to third. So that is a stolen base and an error on the catcher. Horrible throw by Wells. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball misses inside. Count is now 3-1 on Butler. Hedrick sets and he fires, and the fastball is down low. That is ball 4. Coming up to bat is Muncy. 1 for 2 on the night. So the A's have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Muncy is 1 for 2 on the night and scored a run. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Hedrick sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Hedrick sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Well, Wells was a platoon player. He's never been an exceptional guy for throwing base runners out. Hey, FJ, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Hedrick sets and fires. Butler takes off, and he is going to steal second without a throw. Count is now 2-2 on Muncy. And the pitch is on the way, and he does not check his swing. He is rung up for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the A's in the bottom of, or the top of the 6th. For those of you just hopping in the stream, the A's have a 3-1 lead on the Yankees. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th is going to be Big Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Ahmed Rosario. For those of you who have hopped into our stream, please take a moment to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 9 votes, and there's certainly more of you here than that. So let your voice be heard, your vote be counted. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is always appreciated. And I want to thank everybody here for taking time out of their busy Tuesday evening to hop in and listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is always appreciated. And it looks like Justin Sterner is coming in to replace Savali. On deck is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., and in the hole will be Ahmed Rosario. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one on Stanton. And Sterner sets and fires, and Stanton swings at this pitch that is way off the plate and in the dirt. Count is 0-2. Hey, Thomas, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is 1-2. And Sterner sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed by Stanton for strike three. Stanton is down on strikes. For those of you who've hopped in the stream, if you haven't, please consider or please hit the like button and share the channel out. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and it paints the outs in the inside corner for call strike two. Count is 0-2 on Jazz. Turner sets, and he fires in the sweeper. And the count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls it down the third base line. That is going to make the seats, so the count remains 1-2. And Sterner sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz pokes this one foul down the left field line. And the pitch is on the way, and Jazz hits a line drive past a diving Nick Kurtz, and that's going to make it into right field. So that is a leadoff hit for the Yankees. Actually, not a leadoff hit. It is a hit for the Yankees. There's one out, runner at first, and Ahmed Rosario coming up to bat. Rosario is 1 for 2 on the night. He had a solo shot home run in his first at bat and struck out in his second at bat. And the pitch is on the way, and it is bounced up the middle. Shortstop is going to field it, flip it to McNeil. McNeil is going to relay back to first, and that is a 6-4-3 double play to end the sixth inning for the Yankees. Not pacing at bats, not situational hitting. Come on, fellas. Certainly time to come back in this game, but it needs to start here and now. Coming up to bat in the top of the seventh is going to be McNeil, Clark, and Kurtz. I'm anticipating that Hedrick will be returning for the next inning's worth of batters. For those of you that are here, I want to thank y'all for taking time out of your busy Tuesday night to listen to a little baseball. Your support is always appreciated. McNeil is coming up to bat, and the first pitch is on the way, and the slider is inside. Count is 1-0. McNeil is 2 for 2 on the night with a pair of singles and a run scored. And Hedrick sets and fires, and the slider is low and away. Count is now 2-0. And Hedrick sets and fires, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1 on McNeil. Hedrick sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is 3-1. And Hedrick sets and fires, and the pitch is down low for ball 4. So McNeil is going to take a walk, strip his gear off, and head to first base. Clark is coming up to bat. He's been showing bunt all night long. He is a sacrifice bunt, 0 for 1 with a strikeout on the night. And Hedrick makes a pickoff attempt at first. Pretty weak, actually. McNeil is back in there standing up. Fernando Cruz is warming up in the dugout. And Hedrick sets and fires, and that four-seamer is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Hedrick sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Hedrick sets and fires, and the pitch is swung and missed. So that is going to be good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Clark. You are out of here, brother. Go grab some bench. Coming up to bat is first baseman Nick Kurtz, 1 for 3 on the night. Has a double, a strikeout, and a pair of RBIs. Hedrick sets, and he fires, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Hedrick sets, and he fires, and the slider is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Hedrick sets and fires, and that pitch is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. Hey, Ace, welcome to the stream, my brother. And the pitch is on the way, and Kurt swings and misses. That is strike 3. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That is the second out of the inning. So we are in the top of the 7th. The A's lead our Yankees 3-1. There is a runner at first with 2 outs. Jay Langoliers is coming up to bat, and it looks like Fernando Cruz is coming in to take the helm for Langoliers. Langoliers is 0 for 3 on the night with 3 strikeouts. Yo, 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 what do you do? For those of you who have hopped in our stream, if you could please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. The second active poll of the night: will the Yankees come back and take the game tonight? And if you haven't, please consider, or please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you have not and are not subscribed to Hardcore Sports Network or Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider doing so. Well, well, well. What do you think Cruz is going to come out pitching? If I was a betting man, I would say splitter, splitter, splitter. What do you think? And first pitch is on the way, and that is a line drive to center field. Bellinger is tracking it and is going to make the play for the third out. One pitch and one out. And we're doing the seventh inning straights. First Sergeant Anthony William Murray is the military member of the game. Thank you, Sergeant, for your service to our country. The United States Army in the house. And they are singing God Bless America. So how are we feeling about the game tonight, guys and gals? What do you know? This one is different. They're doing Take Me Out to the Ball Game now. Savali pitched a solid game. You know, you cannot throw any shade to him. Just seems like the Yankee bats haven't synced up yet, and we will get there. We're going into the 10th game of the season, so it's very early. Like to see more out of Wells, more out of McMahon, more out of Caballero. I mean, there's about half the lineup that's hitting not very well. Coming up to bat is going to be Austin Wells. He is 0 for 1 on the night. And they've got an on-field delay. There's a ball loose in the outfield. And Sterner is coming out. And he sets and he fires. And the first pitch is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0 on Wells. And the pitch is on the way and it is fouled away. Count is 1-1. And ex-Yankee Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up in the pen. Pitch is on the way, and Wells hammers this one foul down the first base line. Count is now 1-2 on Wells. Wells is in the box. The pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. Turner sets and fires, and that sweeper is low and in the dirt. Count is now full on Wells. Turner sets and he fires, and this ball is lined into right center field. It splits the gap. Wells is rounding first, heading to second, and he is in at second for a stand-up double. So he starts the 7th out the right way for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 1 for 2 on the night with a double and a strikeout. Caballero 1 for 2 on the night. And the pitch is on the way, and it is grounded straight to the Muncie, and he fires. It's in the dirt, but Kurtz is going to scoop the ball for the first out, and Wells is not able to advance on the play. Non-productive out. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 0 for 3 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and it is a cutter in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Grisham is 0 for 3 with a ground out, fly out, and a pop out. Turner sets and fires, and this pitch is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is 0-2. And Sterner sets. Pitch is on the way. It is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2 on Grishbaum. And Sterner sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way. And the sweeper is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. For those of you hopping in the stream, we're in the bottom of the seventh. A's lead the Yankees 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered down the right field line. And that is going to drift into the stands. Count is going to remain 2-2. Yankees have a runner at second with one out. 2-2 count on Trent Grisham. And the pitch is on the way, and it is bounced up the middle. Wilson is going to grab it and fire to first, and they get Grisham. Wells is going to advance to third. All rise. The judges in the chambers. And the pitching coach is coming out. Judge is 0 for 1 on the night. His first at bat, he had catcher's interference. And then he flew out. So 0 for 1 on the night. Turner sets. He fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Sweeper was down low. Count is 0-1. Turner sets, and he fires, and this pitch is bounced to the third baseman. Muncy is going to grab it and fire across the diamond for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the seventh. That was a 5-3 putout. Coming up to bat in the top of the eighth is going to be Soderstrom. So the leadoff double is wasted. Yankees have had opportunities, just not been able to capitalize on it. For those of you that are in our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out if you haven't. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to make it easy for you. We have QR codes in the upper left and right-hand corners of the stream. Left is Hardcore Sports. Right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. For those of you just hopping into our stream, we are heading to the top of the eighth. A's have a 3-1 lead on the Yankees. Soderstrom, Rooker, and Wilson coming up to bat. If you have not, please take a moment to drop your vote in our active poll. At this point, we have 11 votes. The second poll question of the night is, will the Yankees come back and take game tonight? So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And we had a subscriber tonight join the Yankees The Ugly Truth family. I want to thank you, whoever you are. I do not know, but it is most appreciated. And Fernando Cruz is back on the mound. And the first pitch is on the way. Splitter is down low. Count is 1-0. Cruz sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way. Cruz is going to slow the ball down. Caballero is going to field it and fire to first for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Brent Rooker, 0 for 3 on the night, 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way. Splitter is down low. Count is 1-0. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is low and away. Count is 2-0. Cruz sets, it fires. The pitch is a slider low and away. Count now 3-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1 on Rooker. Cruz sets, it fires. The fastball is in there for call. Strike 1. And Rooker is challenging the pitch. And the call is going to be overturned. And that is going to be a ball 4. And Cruz missed by 1/10 of an inch. Coming up to bat is Jacob Wilson, 0 for 3 on the night, strikeout, ground out, and a flyout. And the pitch is on the way, and it is guide to left field. Bellinger is tracking it and makes the play. Second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Butler, 0 for 2 on the night. And Cruz sets. He fires, and the splitter is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Cruz sets. The splitter is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. The A's have a runner at first with 2 outs, 1-1 count on Butler. Fernando Cruz is on the bump for the Yankees, and the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike 2. Rooker takes off and is going to take second fairly easily. So the A's now have a runner at second with 2 outs. And Wells damn near airmail that one. And the A's challenge it. And it is confirmed that it was a strike. Count is 1-2. Both teams have one challenge remaining. Pitch is on the way, and it bounces in front of the plate. Good block by Wells. Count is 2-2. And Cruz sets. And the splitter is way up high. Count is now full, 3-2 on Butler. Cruz sets and fires, and that pitch is inside for ball 4. So the A's are now going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs. That is the second walk of the inning by Cruz. Coming up to bat is Muncy. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Make sure you hit that like button. Share the channel out. And if you haven't, please take a minute to drop your vote in our active poll. And Blake is coming out for a mound visit. And Cade Winquist is warming up in the bullpen. He has not made a major league appearance. As far as programming notes go, I will not be calling tomorrow's game. It is on Amazon Prime. I recommend hopping over to YankeeMania with Joe to listen to the play-by-play. And Cruz sets, and he fires, and the slider is in there for call. Strike 1, count is 0-1. Cruz checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and this bounces in front of the plate. Wells blocks the ball. Runner stay put. Cruz checks on the runner, pitches on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Muncy. My bet is that he's going to throw a slider in the dirt. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. I was wrong. He went with the splitter. So they leave 2 runners on base. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th, the A's have a 3-1 lead on the Yankees. Coming up to bat is going to be Cody Bellinger, Ben Rice, and big Giancarlo Stanton. Can we get it done? At least bring it to even? I sure hope so. For those of you who have hopped in our stream, if you haven't, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll this evening. The second poll is, will the Yankees come back and take the game tonight? And additionally, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to one and the same. The QR code for Hardcore Sports is in your upper left-hand corner. For The Ugly Truth is in the right-hand corner. Hey, Michael, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you hopping in. Want to extend my most humble appreciation for everyone taking time out of their busy Tuesday to sit back and listen to a little bit of baseball. And you are absolutely right. It is time to manufacture some runs. Bellinger is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. And Mark Leiter Jr., former Yankee bullpen arm, is going to take over. Andy Ibanez is replacing Muncy at third base. And the first pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. And Leiter sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker down low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that is going to be a line drive to center field. So Bellinger is going to lead off the eighth with a single. Let's go Yankees. Matter of fact, switching to United States Navy in the house. Rally cap on board. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. 0 for 1 on the night. Has 2 base on balls. And the first pitch is on the way, and Rice bounces this one down the first base line. Count is 0-1. And Leiter sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is in the dirt. Count evens at 1-1. Leiter sets, and this ball is driven into right center field. It's going to dunk in for a base hit. Bellinger is rounding second and heading it to third, standing up. So the Yankees have runners at first and third, nobody out. Big Giancarlo Stanton is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. Winquist and Hill are warming up in the bullpen now. Stanton has his warrior stance in the box. Leiter sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-1. Funny, John. And the pitch is on the way, and it is way inside. Count is even at 1-1 on Stanton. Yankees are trying to rally in this bottom of the eighth. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a line drive that bounces through the infield, and it's going to go into left center field. Bellinger is going to score, so that is an RBI single by Big G. So the score is now 3-2. Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. And Randall Grichuk is coming into pinch run for Stanton. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. And Leiter sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball catches the outside corner for call, strike one. God damn. Jazz is challenging it, and it's going to be confirmed. And it is a strike. New York Yankees have lost our challenges. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Nice job of a pick by Langelier. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz hammers it foul down the first base line. Hey, D-Rod, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. I swear to God, FJ, he needs to be banned from challenges. He is an emotional guy, always thinks he's right. Pitch is on the way, and that is way up high. Count is 2-2. I think Jazz is like 1 for 4 on challenges. And Leiter sets and fires, and that pitch is way off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. And Jazz calls timeout. Leiter sets, pitches, and that ball is skied into center field. And that ball is going to be caught by Clark. And he took a base hit away from Jazz. There's one away. Ahmed Rosario coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the day with a home run. Strikeout. And the pitching coach is out for a mound visit. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with one out. Ahmed Rosario is coming up to bat. So leaving Leiter in the game. And the first pitch is on the way, and Rosario swings at a pitch out of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Come on, situational hitting, a little bit of bingo, Ahmed. Pitch is on the way, and that ball is drilled deep to left field, and it is going, and gone. That is a 3-run shot by Ahmed Rosario, his second dinger of the night, and the Yankees take a 5-3 lead in the bottom of the eighth. That ball went 414 feet, traveled at 107.3 miles an hour. That one got out of here in a freaking New York minute. Yankees now take that 5-3 lead. So, clutch hitting by Ahmed Rosario. That is his third multi-home run game of his career. Austin Wells is coming in to bat. And the first trip ball is down low. Count is 1-0. And Leiter sets, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Now you know why Mark Leiter Jr. is not a New York Yankee, because that's what he did for us all season long. The pitch is on the way. Count is down low, and it is 2-1. And Leiter sets. Pitch is way outside and high. Count is now 3-1 on Wells. Wells is 1 for 2 on the night with a double at base on balls. And the pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to McNeil. McNeil is going to field it cleanly and fire it to Kurtz for the second out. I do not think that you are wrong whatsoever, John. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike one. Cabby is 1 for 3 on the night with a double. Pitch is on the way. Cabby shows butt. Ball is way up high. And Windquist is now sitting down. Bednar is coming in for the ninth. And Leiter sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Caballero. Leiter sets and fires, and that ball is fouled down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled back. Count remains 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a line shot. Ibanez knocks it down. He throws wildly, and Caballero is going to reach first base. I mean, it was a great job of Ibanez knocking the ball down and keeping it in front of him. Not sure if they're going to give him an error or not. And they are coming to get Mark Leiter. So hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. One more time. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And you are out of here, Leiter. Yeah, John, young fans don't know about Mo coming into the game. And it looks like Joel Cannell is coming in to replace Leiter. But in the same fact, Yankee fans got spoiled with Mo and expect every bullpen guy to come out and be Mo. And that's just the all-time saves leader. It's just not a fact. They broke the mold when Mo came in as a reliever. All right, guys and gals that are out there, you've got just a few minutes to get your vote in for this evening's poll. The second poll, that is. And if you haven't, and please hit the like button, share the channel out, and consider becoming part of the Hardcore Sports Network and the Yankees, The Ugly Truth families. We have QR codes in your upper left and right-hand corners to help you out with that. Left is for Hardcore Sports. Right is The Ugly Truth. Programming notes. We are going to be not calling tomorrow's night game. I recommend going over to YankeeMania with Joe to listen to the play-by-play. We're going to do some scoreboarding right now. Guardians beat the Royals 2-1. Orioles beat the White Sox 4-2. Mets beat the Diamondbacks 4-3. Reds beat the Marlins 6-3. Pirates beat the Padres 7-1. Cubs beat the Rays 9-2. In the top of the 10th, the Cardinals lead the Nationals 6-5. The Red Sox beat the Brewers 3-2. As you know, this game, the Yankees are leading 5-3. They are in the bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers are beating the Blue Jays 4-1. In the top of the eighth, the Twins are leading the Tigers 1-0. And the first pitch to Grisham, it is a pickoff attempt, and Caballero just gets back. In the bottom of the seventh, the Rangers lead the Mariners 3-2. Bottom of the fifth, the Rockies lead the Astros 3-1. Top of the second, the Angels are leading the Braves 2-0. In the bottom of the first, they are locked up at zeros with the Phillies and the Giants. And that's your scoreboard review. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-0 on Grishbaum. And Cannell sets and fires. That pitch is inside. And Caballero takes off, and he is going to steal second base. David Bednar is warming up in the pen. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike one. Count is 2-1. Grisham is 0 for 4 on the night. We have another runner in scoring position. A little bit of situational hitting, and we can add another run to this lead. And they are going to challenge this one. I don't know. Look at the replay review. I don't think they have enough to overturn the call. I think he's going to be safe. If Caballero steals this base, this is his fourth stolen base of the year. I think if they're taking this long on the review, there's not clear evidence to overturn the call. And the call is going to stand. Caballero is safe at second, and that is his fourth stolen base of the year. And Cannell sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is going to go to 3-1 on Grisham. And the pitch is on the way. Grisham is going to ground this one to McNeil. McNeil fields it cleanly and shoots it to Kurtz to make the third out of the inning, but not before the Yankees pick up 4 runs to take a 5-3 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Ahmed Rosario hits his second home run of the night. Coming up to bat in the top of the 9th for the A's is McNeil, Clark, and Kurtz. And for those of you that have hopped in, please make sure that you hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Welcome back, Thomas. Glad to see you here. In our active poll this evening, we have our second active poll. We have 15 votes. 73%. The poll was, will the Yankees come back and take the game tonight? 73% answered yes. 27% answered no. So looks like the Yays may have it if Bednar comes in and does his thing. We are at 19 likes, so one more like. If you haven't done it, get us to 20. And as mentioned before, David Bednar is coming in to pitch the 9th. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets and he fires, and the curveball is down low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Bednar sets, and he fires, and that splitter is down low. Count is 3-1. Bednar sets and fires, and that fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is 3-2. Bednar sets and fires, and that ball is foul down the third base line. And Wells is going to slide and miss it, and it's going to drop in foul. That was a long run for Wells. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Bednar sets and fires, and this pitch is foul down the third base line. Count remains full at 3-2 as we head to the eighth pitch of the at bat. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung and missed for strike three. So that is the first out. Coming up to pinch hit for Denzel Clark is Carlos Cortez. Cortez is 4 for 8 on the season with 2 RBIs, 500 average. And Bednar sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball is outside. Count is even at 1-1. And Cortez skies this ball to right field. Judge is closing in on it, and he's going to make the play for the second out. So the A's are down to their last out. Nick Kurtz is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 4 on the night with a double and 2 RBIs and a pair of strikeouts. And Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and inside. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets, and he fires, and that curveball is going to drop in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way. That is a high fly ball to right field. Judge is drifting over, and he is going to make the play for the third out. And the Yankees are going to take this one 5-3. So the Yankees win. The Yankees win this one 5-3. I'll give you the numbers here in just a half a click. The Yankees fought their way back. There's something different about this year's team. They are not giving up and fighting all the way till the end. And as you saw, the Yankees scored 4 in the 8th when we were down 3-1 to take the 5-3 lead. The numbers for tonight are 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. The A's have 3 runs on 6 hits with 2 errors. Fernando Cruz is going to take the win. Mark Leiter Jr. is going to take the loss. And David Bednar is going to have his 5th save of the season. So, programming notes for y'all. I will not be calling the game tomorrow night. Head over to NYYankeeMania with Joe to listen to the live play-by-play. I will be back on Thursday to call the play-by-play for the 3rd game of the series. Keep your notifications turned on because I have a short dropping tomorrow afternoon, and I'm going to end in my tradition. Oh, and my Master Chief Navy Rally Cap work today, so I'm going to end in my traditional fashion with "Let's Go Yankees," and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night, guys and gals.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.